Australia Day 1972 saw the first Aboriginal embassy erected outside Parliament House.
The native title legislation must be amended.
Australia, I am sorry.
Tonight on Living Black, mental health services, why Indigenous Australians aren't getting the help they need.
You can't really separate the mental health and the social and emotional wellbeing issues from chronic disease.
And Palm Island hosts its first rodeo in 32 years.
You gotta try, stay on the, one star with your riding.
Hello and welcome to the last episode of Living Black for 2008. I'm Carla Grant. Tonight we bring you the program from Palm Island in North Queensland, the scene of violent riots that erupted in 2004 after the death in custody of Murungi Doomadgee. It's 4 years today since he died, but locals say the memory of those events linger on.
For me personally, it's like a big chunk that's been ripped out of my life.
4 years have passed since Murungi Doomadgee was found dead in his Palm Island police cell. But time hasn't healed the wounds.
The fact that we lost our brother, we just trying to move on, but we can't,
Then Mayor Erica Kyle vividly remembers the 26th of November 2004, when the grief-stricken community took to the streets of Palm Island calling for justice.
It was unbelievably quiet. I was in my office and I felt I had to go and have a look outside. What I saw immediately beyond the building that was outside, in front of where I was standing, was some smoke. It was almost like I was looking at the strange film, Choppers were coming in, it was all of that. It was almost like a combat zone.
The events of 2004 have continued to keep Palm Island in the spotlight. Less than 2 weeks ago, local man Lex Watton was sentenced to 7 years for inciting the riots, reduced to 6 for time already served. But it's likely the 41-year-old will be released on parole in 2010.
In particular, his wife are very pleased that she will see her husband in 19 months' time.
I think everybody's sort of relieved. I mean, it would have been a different story had he got a more tougher sentence.
While she's opposed to her son's conviction, Agnes Watton is trying to remain positive.
Yes, I do believe my son should not even be behind bars today. But then maybe there's a good reason, why he's there. Maybe to help other young men with their problems. I believe that.
Palm Island's idyllic postcard looks are a contrast to its reputation as a lawless, violent community. But locals say it's mostly calm and quiet. A view shared by the police officer who replaced Senior Sergeant Chris Hurley after the Queensland coroner found him responsible for Murungi's death. The introduction of alcohol restrictions in 2006 has seen bashings, vandalism and petty crime drop significantly.
I think it's probably the best it's ever been, even considering the issues that have come up over the last few weeks.
Aside from Watton's jail term, the recent bravery medals for police officers who restored calm during the riots also proved a sore point for locals.
Silver or gold, or whether it's going to be something on paper, and nobody else is going to see it but themselves, So will those awards remind them, of their shame, their guilt, their deceit.
Later this year, Palm Island locals are planning to hold bravery awards of their own, but moving forward from the events of the past will be a much longer process.
It's we're not going to forget about it. It's not going to go away.
Oh, I can see a bright future for Palm Island. Proper jobs, more housing, education, health. We can do better than what we are today, So that's my future for Palm.